Following the conquest of the Novarian Empire, the Swatinian Empire inherited Novaria's former claims on the continent of Lomari. About 150 years later, the empire set its sight on new territory, starting with a small village on the southern tip of Lomari, Sitaria. Nestled on the Sitarian Peninsula, this village thrived with fertile land, water routes, and livestock. But when the Swatinian Empire marched into the town, Sitaria was defenseless. The occupation was swift and merciless. To tighten its grip, the empire installed a puppet leader, President Roca, who ruled with brutal authority. Peaceful protests were crushed, free speech was eradicated, and rebellion was met with ruthless force. Yet, amidst the oppression, hope flickered, carried by a movement called the Sitarian Freedom Party, or SFP. The SFP was led by Kaisito, a skilled fighter known for his tactical genius and peaceful actions. Despite multiple arrests, Kaisito never wavered. One day, the people of Sitaria reached a breaking point. With a force of 300 militia, Kaisito launched a daring raid on Port LaSalle, the largest military port in Zafaria at the time. Driven by strategy and resolve, the SFP overpowered the guards and seized planes, ships, and weapons. Armed with their newfound firepower, Kaisito's forces drove the Swatinian troops out of most of the city. But the fight was far from over. The empire responded by deploying 1,000 reinforcements. After hours of grueling combat, Sitaria, with help from neighboring villages, overpowered the Swatinian forces. Kaisito knew that freedom wouldn't be secured as long as Ethereum remained under Swatinian control. A bold plan emerged: bomb the city of Sulai, the empire's main Ethereum hub, and force them to negotiate peace. With 100 planes at the ready, the operation began. The Battle of Sulai was brutal. Swatinian forces, 3,000 strong, defended the city with cannons and relentless gunfire, but the bombardment devastated the city, destroying almost all of the Ethereum reserves. When down broke, the staggering losses on both sides left no choice but peace. The Swatinian Empire agreed to withdraw from Sitaria, and the two sides promised to leave each other in peace. Though thousands had perished, Kaisito was relieved. Ethereum, a tool of destruction, was no longer in dangerous hands. The small amount that remained was eventually sold off. In years that followed, Sitaria flourished and became a thriving metropolis. Kaisito was crowned the first king of the new Sitarian kingdom, ushering in an era of peace and prosperity. As time passed, Swatinia and Sitaria became allies, with the empire ceding land to the growing kingdom. When Kaisito passed, a statue was erected at the heart of the city to honor his courage, sacrifice, and unyielding loyalty to his people, a lasting symbol of the spirit that built the Sitarian kingdom.